I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. That's where I was born, yeah. And I moved away from there when I was 4. We moved to Meridian, Mississippi for a while. So I actually lived down in that area. Then we moved back up to South Bend area in Indiana for a while. We was in Virginia for about 8 months, and then I've been here since '95. I love it here. I mean, the Shoals area is one of the best places. A lot of good schools, a lot of good fishing. That's priority. A typical day for me is showing up at the office roughly 5 to 5:30. I've got a lot of paperwork to do. And then when I get that done, it's usually on to the crew coming in roughly 10 to 15 minutes before we have to leave. And we do our T5, any sort of safety meetings that we have. And then when I leave out the door, I've got to call the plant, and we've got to go ahead and schedule exactly when the trucks are gonna load, you know, what time we're gonna be ready on the job, what we've got to do. Sometimes we have to mill joints. We have to prep what we're going to pay for that day. I'm kind of blessed with a good crew that gets out there and everybody knows what they do. So, you know, you got a 40-year roller man in Larry that all those guys like that, they don't give me any trouble. They know we've got to be sitting on that joint and, you know, be ready to go when the trucks roll up. When you've got a few guys in that team that really want to do good work and take pride, that goes a long way. It's kind of fun. Let's see how good we can do this. I think it's wise to let other wise men who have been in the industry a long time let you know that you're ready. You know, there should be a level of confidence in each one of us that desires a leadership role, but I think the biggest step to success would be opening yourself up to let someone examine you to see whether you're ready or not. Leadership to me comes natural. It's not really manufactured. I think it's important to just recognize people that see that of them naturally and build on that. So then basically when we're off paving, you're just kind of monitoring things all day, and if we're short-handed, you know, there's a lot of times I'll have to jump on a piece of equipment, I'll have to run the screed, I'll still flag, I'll shovel, rake, you know, I may have to I'll jump in the skid steer a lot. We're still doing a lot of cross training. So when I have time, I'll take some of the newer guys throughout the day. We'll jump in equipment, you know, I'll spend some time with them and try to show them the ropes. And of course, communication, you know, I've got to listen to folks because there's a lot of moving parts all day and people have different ideas, concerns, things happening. And I've got to be very careful to listen and not write someone off because I might miss something important. So that's something that's pretty, if you're talking about key to a successful day, that's probably another one, you know, making sure I understand what's going on, take the time to not write something off because I'm busy or I've got something more important. I've got to consider everything going on the best I can. Make your day good. You got to cut up, laugh together. You know, we've got a few guys that recently had some tough losses in their lives, and you cry together, you hold each other up. You know, like most workplaces, it's pretty true. You kind of become family in some ways. You know, you take care of one another. You really genuinely don't want to see one another get hurt. You know, it's not about the safety guy coming out, oh, we need to do, you know, we really do watch over each other. So that's probably another good part about it as well, because there's a lot of companies out there that really don't care too much about safety, and it's a very risky environment, and I'm thankful I don't have to be in that. Everything we do is pretty essential in my job. I've got to make sure I document, and I'd say communicate with lots of people. It's very important. I have to. I do my time. Usually when I get home, I'll kind of get cleaned up. I like to eat something and sit down and do my time, and it roughly takes me anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to do a timesheet and get everybody entered in, and I like to go ahead and get that in and submitted while everything's fresh on my mind. And you take pride, and when you do a good job, you can kind of step back and look, and the traveling public sees what you do, they ride on it, and your name's on it, you know. So that part of the job is kind of cool too.